Hey, welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a little bit since I've uploaded like a Pokemon video, but I'm just deciding to like switch that up a little bit. So I'm gonna make like basketball videos, try to make those once a week. I'm still hunting shinies. I'm over odds yet again on my hunt. So the past couple hunts that I've had, pretty much the entire year, I've been over odds. But yeah, I'm gonna start making basketball videos once a week. Maybe move shiny hunting to like once every 2 weeks, and maybe do TCG as well once a week or every other week. But so here, I just wanted to talk about the Luka trade. Luka to the Lakers for AD, a pick, I believe, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. So from what we can see here, both teams aren't that great defensively. Usually you have to be in the top 15 of the league when you win a championship. It's been that way for the past like 30 years, except maybe like once. Lakers at 21, even with like a top 3, top 5 player defensively in AD. And then Luka or the Mavs are doing a little bit better than that, hovering around 12. But yeah, so they're definitely going to get better defensively. Looking at this, we can see that Lakers currently 5th seed, 28-19. From what history shows, you need to have around a .64 win per point count. So obviously the Nuggets are below that right now. Lakers could have possibly have gotten there. They're up and down. Mavs injured maybe, but below that. So going into like AD stats now, he's playing good this year. Obviously, we know that he had that stretch with the 30-point games in the beginning of the season. But the big thing here is that he is 31. So it's going to take time for him to like start merging with the Mavs teams. Their second best player defensively, I believe, is going to be benched now just because he's going to have to be there at that position. So that's still like better defensively. I do believe that they can make it to the top 10, but he is 31. Do I see them winning this year? No. Maybe it's a possibility next year, the year after, but this didn't really give them a whole lot of time to work with. So that's the main thing with that. Luka, we all know that he's young, currently 25 years old. This does give the Lakers a long time to work with, but I don't see them winning with LeBron there. Like I showed earlier, defense too low. And when you're downgrading from AD to Luka, who doesn't really play at all, defense at all. I mean, of course he does, but he's known to be like a worse defensive player, so this is just going to be a downgrade again for them. I could see them being like bottom 25 in the league. So they're going to need to do something with that. We see that they're going to have Luka for the next 2 years, so this does give them a little bit of time to work with. But I just don't see them working with LeBron. I don't know. Similar play styles. I mean, LeBron, we know that he's been moving slightly towards the point guard position through his career. And yeah, Luka needing the ball so much. It just, I don't know. I don't feel too confident. Looking at Kyrie's stats, backing up AD will now be the primary ball handler. So I do think like the Mavs could start winning games. Like, could they win next year? Possibly. But again, like Kyrie is 32. He is getting up there in age. So it's going to have to be something that's going to click that season and just go crazy. LeBron being 40. We know that he's probably going to play around like 2 to 4 more years. But he did always say that it's his mind. But as we can see here, like, I don't know, is it really his mind that would stop him from playing, or would that be his body? This is the second, or actually the lowest scoring season since his rookie year. So I don't know. That's just like I think it's a big telltale sign that we don't really have LeBron as a top 10 player for much longer. We can see he's taking less shots. I mean, obviously he's always taken around like 18, 19 shots in his career, sometimes 20. But it is lowering. And not that that's a bad thing. Like if we can use LeBron less, that's great. But when you're expecting him to be the first or second best player on a team, like how much can you let that slack go? He is shooting great from the field, taking more threes, spacing the floor. Obviously, he is shooting pretty good this season. Usually he is not a great 3-point shooter, but he's been working on that point of his game as like third best, tied for third. But yeah, so I just think that in 2020 was probably like their best chance to win because that we won that year. After that, obviously LeBron wanted Russ on the team, and that didn't work out. I personally think that LeBron should have gone to the Cavs instead of re-signing with the Lakers recently, because now we know that would have been his best chance to win another ring because they're the first seed, playing great this year, getting a decent amount of rebounds. Like we said, moving more towards that point guard position, averaging tied for the second most assists of his career. But it's like, do we think that LeBron is going to be all NBA third team this season? I don't know about that. So I don't see either team winning this year. Maybe in the future. Like, they need to just find a way to build around Luka. That's going to be tough. I mean, I don't think that this is really a better situation for Luka. I'm not the biggest Luka fan, personally. Like, I know that he's had beef with Devin Booker and the Suns. I don't really like how childish a lot of the fans are over that. Not only that, Luka complains to the refs. I'm not turning this into like Luka hate, but I don't know. I just think it's going to be a tougher situation to build around, just because the lack of picks in the Lakers' future, lack of depth that you might have on the team, especially with LeBron being there. Like we said, how long is he going to be all NBA for? I think that he can be an all-star for the rest of his career, but it's really that high-level play that would get them to win that championship, and I don't think that's really a possibility. So the Lakers invested in Luka for like the next 2 years, so it's kind of going to be them basing this on how well they think that they can keep him for. So I guess that's all for now. Thank you again for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.